What's up everyone? Hope you're doing fine, and if you saw our last video, we unboxed the Anker Prime TB5, and it is, without question, the most premium docking station we have ever encountered. Just look at it. I have never seen a docking station of this sort. It honestly looks like a high-end mini PC that could outsmart an Apple Mac Mini in terms of design. This is a 14-in-1 beast that's absolutely loaded with features: 8K display pass-through, 140-watt fast charging, and a staggering 120 gigabits per second data transfer speed, thanks to that next-gen Thunderbolt 5 architecture. The first thing you'll notice when handling the TB5 is just how solid it feels. The chassis is crafted almost entirely from aluminum, giving it a rugged, professional finish that feels fulfilled in the hand. Only the bottom panel is made of plastic, but it's blended so seamlessly into the design that you wouldn't even notice without a close inspection. Around the back and bottom, you'll find vent-like cutouts for airflow, a hint at the active cooling system hidden inside. At 38 ounces, which is roughly about 1,086 grams, this dock is surprisingly heavy. For perspective, our MacBook Air weighs about 3 pounds, so the dock alone feels like you're handling a small computer. The aesthetic is clearly inspired by modern minimalism. From a distance, it bears a striking resemblance to a Mac Mini. The front is kept clean with a round power button, which doubles as a toggle for the interactive ambient lighting strip on top, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and three 10 gigabits per second USB ports, one USB-A and two USB-C. The right side is reserved for clean branding, while the left houses the SD and TF card slots. Most of the heavy lifting connections are at the back, including a 2.5 GBE LAN port, two more USB-A ports, three Thunderbolt 5 ports, one upstream, two downstream, and your display outputs. It's a layout that screams flagship quality. Let's talk about speed, because that's the real reason you're looking at a Thunderbolt 5 dock. For the standard USB-A and USB-C ports, we verified the 10 gigabits per second throughput using a high-performance NVMe external SSD. We saw a consistent 344 megabytes per second in real-world large file transfers. It's essentially as fast as your internal drive for many tasks. Conversely, the SD card reader was a bit of a letdown. Despite the $399 price tag and premium build, Anker equipped it with a UHS-I slot rather than the faster UHS-2 that professional creators rely on. We measured sequential speeds topping out around 170 megabytes per second. For a photographer used to moving hundreds of gigabytes, this will be a bottleneck. It's an odd corner to cut on a device that is otherwise so future-proof. On the networking side, the 2.5 GBE Ethernet port delivered solid results, hitting around 80 to 90 megabits per second in our localized environment tests with low latency, perfect for a stable office setup. When it comes to display output, the TB5 is a powerhouse for Windows users, supporting up to two 8K at 60 GHz or even two 4K at 240 GHz if your hardware can handle it. For our testing, we ran a 4K and 1440p display simultaneously. Thanks to the active cooling, we didn't see any signal drops or flicker even under heavy load. However, Apple users need to be careful. If you're on the base M1, M2, or M3 chip, you're still limited to a single external display. You'll need a Pro, Max, or M4 chip to unlock that dual display potential. One of the most impressive set-it-and-forget-it features is the power delivery. Rated at USB PD 3.1, it consistently delivered a peak of 140 watts to our laptop host. That is sufficient to fully charge a 16-inch MacBook Pro even while you're editing video or running stress tests. It's a true single-cable solution that means you can finally leave your bulky laptop charger in your travel bag. We monitored the voltage over extended sessions, and the delivery remained rock solid with no thermal drops. To see how well the TB5 handles the heat of a 120 gigabits per second workflow, we monitored internal temps. At idle, the aluminum chassis effectively dissipates heat passively, staying around 38 degrees Celsius. Under a moderate load with dual displays, the internal temp climbed to 52 degrees Celsius, which is when the fan quietly spins up to 1200 RPM. In our stress test, simulating max file transfers and high refresh displays, temps peaked at 68 degrees Celsius with the fan at 4,200 RPM. While you can hear the fan in a silent room, the noise remains tolerable and keeps the hardware well away from thermal throttling thresholds. As for compatibility, this is a next-gen tool. It works flawlessly with Thunderbolt 4 and Thunderbolt 5 laptops. However, a critical point we noticed is that it is not backward compatible with Thunderbolt 3 laptops or monitors. If you're rocking older gear, this might be a deal breaker. But for those with modern rigs, features like clamshell mode work perfectly. You can close your laptop lid and keep working seamlessly as long as the dock is powered and connected to your monitor. So what's the final take on the Anker Prime TB5? If you are looking for the absolute best premium laptop docking station currently on the market, this is it. It's a masterclass in design and a glimpse into the future of Thunderbolt 5 connectivity. Yes, the UHS-I SD card slot is a frustrating oversight for a pro device, and the lack of TB3 backward compatibility is something to keep in mind. But for a clean, single-cable desk solution that powers your laptop at full throttle while driving high-res displays, the TB5 is a standout performer. It's a solid investment for the creator who wants their desk to look as good as their workflow feels. That's more or less everything about the Anker Prime TB5. It's sleek, it's powerful, and it's clearly built for the next generation of computing. We'll put the links to this setup in the description so you can check the latest pricing and availability for yourself. If you have any questions about the compatibility with your specific laptop or how that 120 gigabits per second transfer speed holds up in the long term, drop a comment down below. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you found this helpful. Be blessed, and we'll catch you in the next one.